Oh shoot! Let me wait. Give me 2 more seconds.
Bruh.
No, hurry up, bro. I'm sorry. Are you recording already? Whoops. Okay. I'm ready.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
12 seconds later.
What's going on, my beans?
What are you gonna me for Christmas?
And welcome back to another episode of Bean Talk. This is Manuel.
Yo!
Look, I literally told you not to shake the table.
I grabbed my phone!
What do you do? Shake the table. This is Manuel.
Oh!
I'm JJ. Right now we're eating Gaddy's Pizza because we have a lot of things to do today. Manuel literally dropped the ranch all over the place.
Yeah, you wanna see the bag?
And it spilled, so he wasted like half of it.
It's not even half, bro. It's like a quarter. A quarter.
So are you buying me anything for Christmas?
Am I buying you anything? Maybe. Maybe for front. Nice.
Maybe.
You just aren't nice sometimes. And so, do you want any cheese or no? Pizza.
No.
Okay.
You're eating all the cheese.
Okay, cool. I'm fine with it. Like, some people's pepperoni I don't like. Like, hot take, some pepperoni's pizzas are not good.
They have a different flavor.
Yeah.
Like some of them taste really, like some of the pepperoni just tastes really different. I don't know if I don't like the real one or the fake one.
Well, this is probably not the red. I know. Dude, the fact that you don't like crushed red peppers, that's what gets me. I'm like, yo, that's crazy, dog. Because it's like, I understand your point of view too, because you don't like spicy food really. But it's like, why?
But like pizza, I've never had pizza spicy, so why would I want to eat pizza spicy? So, what we're first going to talk about is our top 10. I just hit the table. Is our top 10
Whoa, before. How's your week been? How's your day been?
Bro, they don't care about that.
Okay. I don't know.
Top 10 MCU movies. Manuel, you're going first. We'll go, how about we go 10, 10, like 9, 9, you know what I mean? 10. You have my
number 10?
Because I
Oh, yes. My number 10? Ant-Man, the first movie. I just love Ant-Man. Ant-Man is literally one of the funniest heroes ever. I would like to, maybe not the third one. I think they really were trying too hard with the holes. That's what got me kind of weirded out, not gonna lie. But hey, it was a good birthday present though. Appreciate it, bro. Yours is right there, beside you. The other way, bro.
Oh, I was like, my backpack? I thought we were talking about birthday presents. My 10th one is the Avengers movie. The first Avengers movie. Just because, like, I remember the first time that I, like, watched it, like, you know, I was just like, yo, this is the Avengers. Like, what the heck? And, like, now, compared to how it is now, like, the Avengers are how few there were back then and how many there are, like, in the newer movie, like, Endgame. It's, like, a crazy difference. So, like, I don't know, just, like, seeing those and then just seeing them interact with each other when we've never seen that before. And that was, like, the first time that it was ever, like, done within,
Very
like,
true.
live action. Like, you know what I mean? That was, like, a big deal. My number 9 is Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Volume 2.
What?
Which is a hot take. Which is a very,
that
very
is a hot take. You're
Everybody
crazy,
says the second
dog.
one. Everyone says the second one is, like, worse than the first one. But first of all, I love that my chair keeps squeaking.
12 seconds later.
I personally enjoyed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies.
So, I know it's up. Dang, bro, I look bigger than you now. I know it's.
That ain't happening.
So,
I know I moved it. I apologize.
So, I know it's a very big hot take, but Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it's just like, I don't know, it's like a comfort movie. The music is better, I feel like. You gotta admit that. Low-key, I feel like the music is better in the second one than the first one. I love the first one, but like I feel like the movie in the second one is like really, really good.
No, I like the second one better than the first one. Yeah.
What?
The second one better than the first one. Yeah, and I have mine pretty high up there.
Wait, don't say. But
No, I don't actually. I'm lying.
what is it?
Definitely gotta change this.
But then why'd you say it was a hot take?
Cause you're crazy. The first one, like the fact that you put it so low, but I don't know.
No, the second one. The second one is 9.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I missed
Well,
my list.
I don't know. A lot of people like the first one more than the second one, but I like the second one better. Just because, first of all, you got Baby Groot, you got better music, and like, I feel like they had like a bigger budget to do more stuff. Just because the first one was so popular, and like a lot of people thought it was gonna bomb. Stop shaking the table, bro.
I just won't eat.
There you go. So a lot of people thought you still shook the
Yeah,
table.
I did it on
because you hated
purpose.
it. What was I saying? Oh, a lot of people thought the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie was gonna bomb just because like they're like, oh, nobody knows these people, like nobody's gonna want to go watch the movie, this and that, blah blah blah. But it actually made like a good amount of money. That's obviously why they made the whole trilogy. But I don't know. I just like the second one so much more, and like I feel like the first villain, Roman or is it Ronan? Ronan in the first one, like he was just like a stereotypical like villain, and I understand that that's kind of what they were going for, like it's supposed to be cheesy and stuff like that. But I feel like in the second one, the fact that it was his dad was like even more
Crazy.
I guess like crazy and like more intense because like we're kind of thinking, oh, like this is gonna be. I mean, everybody kind of knew that he was gonna be the bad guy, but like for you to not have an experience with your dad and you're finally having that, and then he's all like, "I your mom," like you know what I mean? That's just crazy. I thought that was. Then you get Mantis. Mantis gets added to the crew, and then Yondu dies. That Yondu scene was so sad. So it's like, you know what I mean? The I Am Groot or the We Are Groot scene in the first one was sad too. But I mean, we got Baby Groot in the second one, and I freaking love Baby Groot, and you're still shaking the table. But yeah.
See, I'm looking at my list and I'm like, I gotta switch some things. So number 9, I'll put Black Panther. It was just cool. I really like Black Panther, the scenery and all of it. Like,
First or second?
no, the first one. Yeah, no, the second one. I haven't watched the second one.
That's what you like.
I really did like the scenery.
You didn't watch the second one?
No, not yet.
It's kinda messed up.
I don't think I will, honestly. It's like, I didn't. We'll get into that later. But 9, yeah, definitely Black Panther. I think it was just cool. Like, I loved Black Panther in Civil War just because it was like unexpected, you get me? And then it's like, oh my god, look at this guy. You get me? So, and I think it was just like a funny, like not funny but serious, you get me? Because like they're just like slick comments. And plus the what are those? I thought that was so funny. What are those?
Bro, I swear you made a hole in the cup.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Bruh, oh my god.
Well, you can lick it off the cardboard, bro.
I'm not gonna let that off the cardboard. How'd you drop it? You should have just left it in the...
It's because I was carrying a bunch of things, right? And then I thought I dropped my apple slices. I'm not gonna lie.
I wish there were your apple slices, not the ranch.
Oh yeah, me too. Doesn't even give me range.
So that's it? Black Panther?
Yeah.
Alright, 8.
8? I'm gonna put Shang-Chi. And Shang-Chi was a cool movie. I really liked
Still
Shang-Chi.
shaking the table. We're gonna
Dude.
just move your leg away from here.
It's me just doing that. I'm not touching the...
No, you can't hit with your leg. Alright, go.
So, Shang-Chi, it's kind of like going back to what I was going to say in Black Panther. It was like, not unexpected, but it's like, I just like scenery movies. Like, the scenery in Shang-Chi was just crazy, dog. Especially, if y'all haven't seen any of these movies, then don't watch. I'll probably don't watch, because we're talking about this for a little while. Like, click off, go watch all the cinematic... What? The Marvel Cinematic Universe.
If you haven't watched the MCU movies, bro, what are you doing with your life? The newer ones, I understand. But the older ones, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Those are
See,
cool.
and like, honestly, like, talking about newer ones, it's like, Shang-Chi's like, I think it's one of the coolest ones. Because, like, scenery, you got, like, villain. And he's a good villain, I personally.
Bad, so.
Well, yeah. But it's like, it's not like, oh, I your mom.
Yeah.
It's more like,
He's doing it for the mom.
he's doing it for the mom, you know what I mean? And it's like, I kind of liked it in the fact that, like, Wong was in it. And then, who else was in it? What's the guy's name?
Oh, I forgot his name. The one from Iron Man 3. What are you talking about? I forgot his name.
Yeah, me too. Oh well, but he was in it, and then I don't know. I just like kind of like little what are those called? When people
Easter eggs?
not
Oh,
Easter
cameos?
cameos, exactly. I like little cameos like that. Whenever Stanley would appear, I'd be like, you know me? Because he's like little cameos like that, and then like in what other movie? I watched She-Hulk. It's not part of it. I didn't like it, but I just watched it. I just watched it because I'm like, I'm too into it. And I like the little cameos they had, like Wong, and like the new characters, like Hulk, his son, which, nah, fam. His son?
His son's haircut is so funny, bro.
It is. And then, who was Abomination? I thought that was a really cool take. Besides, and Madison with a Y, that's crazy. But, yeah, I definitely put Shang-Chi at 8.
Interesting take. I don't know. Because, like, I thought it was good. I don't think it was top 10 good. Just because, like, it's hypocritical because I don't like when there's, like, the scenes at the end or just, like, a whole bunch of CGI. But, like, I just said Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, like, that's a whole CGI fest at the end. But, like, with that one, it was kind of just, like, but I understand, like, it's good and it's whenever there's a good villain and you can understand why the villain's doing what they're doing, that's how you make a good movie because, like, the audience feels for the villain, but they also feel for the hero. So, like, with that one, like, you can tell, like, the dad just, like, wanted to save the mom. We'll be back. Okay. Ew.
Are you recording?
Yeah. What was I saying?
You better not put that inside.
I'm definitely putting that inside.
No, please don't.
Okay. Take one of the cheeses so you can eat the pepperoni.
Okay, I was waiting for that. Thank you. You're talking about how hypocritical it seems like that you're like, I don't like CGI endings.
No, we already finished the Shang-Chi, bro. Get my list so I can tell you. You're so funny.
I don't try. It just happens.
Stop reading my list.
I'm pulling it out for you.
That was 8, right?
Yeah.
So my 8 is Iron Man. The first Iron Man.
Okay.
So.
I didn't put any Iron Mans.
Wow. Disgrace. No, I'm just kidding.
The
second one, the second Iron Man, I just like, it was literally the same exact thing as the first one. Like, because it's literally the villain is a guy in a robot suit. Same thing that the first one was. And I hate whenever they do that. It's kind of like the Venom movies. Like, it's just like, oh, symbiote. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the same thing. It's cooler if you fight something. That's why I feel like The Flash got very boring, is because they, like, they kept having, like, speedster. And I understand, like, that's
the main thing.
Yeah, that's, like, the main thing, but it's just, whenever it gets too repetitive, it gets boring, because you see the same thing. He's like, oh, I gotta go faster. So it's like, I don't know, but so that's just, the first one was really good, and I thought it was like very original, and obviously it's like the first MCU movie, which is like crazy. So it was like, it's Iron Man, it's Robert Downey Jr. So it was a great movie.
Another word on Iron Man. You being a film director, let's say, right? Would you have given Robert Downey Jr. the opportunity, even though it's like he was in jail, even though he did a lot of things?
I feel he's a good actor. I feel like at the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
So you would have given him the position?
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
It's like, it's, I don't know, a lot of people like judge on like people's backgrounds and stuff, but it's like, at the end of the day, it's just, if you do what you're supposed to do, why does it matter? You know what I mean? Iron Man 2 was the exact same as Iron Man 1, just not as good. And then Iron Man 3, I personally liked it, just because it kind of showed his, like, have you watched Iron Man 3?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you remember it or no?
Somewhat. I think that's why.
I think the Mandarin is what his name was from Shang-Chi. I think that's what it was in the Iron Man 3. But from that one, like, I like the perspective that they did and like how they kind of showed like his nightmares and like his anxiety and stuff like that. But and then they had a different type of villain. Like, it wasn't just like a guy in an Iron Man suit. That's why I kind of like Iron Man 3, but everybody hated that fact that the Mandarin was just like all fake and it was actually a different villain and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. That's why those two were good. Well, 3 was good, 2 was I just didn't like, and then I feel like 1 was the superior out of all 3 of them. Because I mean, it's the original, like, he's literally making a suit out of a bunch of like metals and scraps. Like, it really shows like his brain and how smart the guy is. So yeah, I don't know. I just like, and it's the first like actually MCU movie.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do 7. My 7 is Avengers Endgame. Number 7. Personally,
I think ours is the same.
really?
I think so. Let me
No, don't touch it.
No, why not?
Wait, we'll figure it out.
Alright.
Personally, I was excited for Endgame, but like the 3 hours, bro. Like a movie, if it's good, it's rewatchable. Like it's like you can rewatch it over and over, and you can like love it every single time. Like Avengers Endgame, a lot of it is just very like. There's some parts where it's not great. Like it's kind of either boring or you're kind of just sitting there and you're waiting, and it's a 3 hour long movie. And it's like a masterpiece. Like the Snyder Cut is like a masterpiece, but I feel like just how it was and everything, like it just wasn't as good as the hype that it lived up to. And I understand why, because it's like it was a lot of hype, but it's just like there's a lot of things that people didn't like about it. A lot of things that they did, like how the fact that they made Hulk like very like
Useless.
yeah, like useless. Not useless because I mean he did the whole like snap and everything, but like how he's like a mix of like Bruce Banner and it's like it's Hulk, bro. Like Hulk is like we haven't gotten a real like Hulk film, except for the Incredible Hulk, but that wasn't even Mark Ruffalo. So
Why didn't they recast him? You know, I've never like learned why.
I have no idea. I don't know why, but yeah, that's why I don't know. I just thought like Endgame wasn't as good, but it's still like up there because like you get to see all your heroes together, like all of them fighting.
Yeah.
So it's like a cool scene, and like plus you get the Iron Man death at the end. Like it's just like it's kind of just like everybody knew somebody was gonna die. They just didn't know who was gonna die.
Everyone's gonna die.
So yeah, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, a whole bunch of them are gonna die," but in reality, like,
Only a few.
I mean, yeah, a few died, but it was, a majority of them were from the core, like the core original Avengers.
Did you want it to be Black Widow or Hawkeye?
Freaking Hawkeye, bro.
What? I like my man Hawkeye. Hawkeye's just like he doesn't show up a lot. He's not he might be like one of the worst superheroes part of it. But it's like
no, he definitely had more like.
I
But
think it's
I
more
love-
sentimental because you get me, like they ended up seeing their family, and I don't remember what movie it was, but like his daughter asked like, "Did Aunt Nat come?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Boy, I'm right here," or something like that, right? And I think it just had more sentimental value, and I would have personally, I kind of like Black Widow die, because I'm like, yes, she was a big part. She was a big part in Steve's life. She was a big part in Artie. What's his name?
What?
Tony's like yeah, Tony. I don't know why I confuse the actor's name with the character name. I do that a lot, but I think she was just a big part of it all, and I think it just like if they were all to come together again, I think it'd just be cool to like see them adjusting. You get me? Like you saw, if you watched Hawkeye, you saw him adjust to like a new life. You get me?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't have his best friend anymore. So I think it's just.
See, but that's not what you asked me. You didn't ask me who should have died. You asked me what I wanted.
Oh,
Who I think obviously Black Widow should have died because she doesn't have as much going for her as Hawkeye does, because like he has a family and all that stuff, and he has the more skill, I'd say. But it's just like Black Widow is just like a favorite. I like Black Widow more than Hawkeye, like just because she's more of a character that people love. That's why she had her own movie. Like, it wasn't good, but that's why she had her own movies, because people like loved her as Black Widow, and like she was a good Black Widow, and they wanted to see her origins, and like she's had a tough life. That's why people love her so much, is because like through what she's gone through, she can still like keep going.
True.
So that's why it was like a sentimental, like, I guess, moment whenever it happened. Like it was sad, like everybody was like, and they were fighting for it. Like it wasn't just like one was given up and it was like, okay, yeah. It was like they were fighting because he obviously didn't want his best friend to die, and they like ended up losing it, which was sad. But yeah.
Yeah, mine was Endgame. Yeah.
Same reasons.
What? It kind of, yeah. It's just like you said, like it's cool seeing all the heroes come together, but it's just like I hate long movies, y'all. Like unless if I'm busy doing something, that's why I could watch like I did an MCU like timeline thing, like maybe a few months ago, but I was like busy. I was like cleaning my room, or I was like walking the dog, or something. You know what I mean? Like for those long movies.
What the heck? You're watching a show while walking your dog?
Walking a show.
Watching a show or watching a
What
movie?
the heck? I am tripping today.
What?
I thought you said walking a show. I'm like,
No, you're watching a show while walking your dog.
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting.
he's very tame. You know what I mean? So like, obviously I need to look up like every 10 seconds, but it's like, it's fine. Cause they're like, sometimes they just blabber on, and I'm like, bruh. But yeah, I think it's just kind of the same reason as you. Like, it's just, yes, it was hyped, but it was like, there was a lot of moments. You get me? So, like
I
Civil
think
War, I fell asleep. Sorry, but Civil War, which is not that good.
I think the good thing about it though is because you saw like characters that aren't really like
Characters.
no
Or like main figures.
no you see characters that you don't normally see with each other.
Oh,
Like you had Thor and Rocket Raccoon. Like
that's true. That's very true.
you know what I mean? Like you see them two together, so it's like it's an interesting take because like you're seeing characters that are never really together because they're only with their own cliques. You're seeing them interact with other characters that you like. You know, you haven't got as much time with them to interacting, so that's why it was like different. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Very true.
That's why I kind of enjoyed it, like within that
Aspect.
reasoning or aspect. Yeah. Alright, 6.
Oh yeah. I'm like, what am I doing with that? 6. Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness.
What?
I don't know.
That's a hot take.
It really is a hot take.
That's a big hot
It's
take.
like,
A lot of people did not like that.
yeah.
movie.
Did you like it? Be honest.
I like parts of it. I do not think it should have been called Multiverse of Madness because you only saw like tiny things of the multiverse, and like everybody thought like he was gonna go into different multiverses and like see it very different. But it's like the only thing that they really did was like, oh, in one of them they made the stoplight green and the go light red. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
It's just like there
sure.
wasn't a lot of stuff to where it's actually like a multiverse of madness. They only had that scene for like that one time whenever he was like traveling through different multiverses.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, America Chavez, I was just like, like it wasn't very.
I don't think the reason it's like up there though is because I just like Wong. He's just so funny to me, and so and there's obviously like points like that. Like I don't think it should have been called Multiverse of Madness. You get me? I even wrote Doctor Strange Madness because it just wasn't multiverse. You get me?
Madness. That's
Just
all.
madness. Because was it crazy? Yeah. I honestly thought it was gonna be trash. So I waited till it came out on Disney Plus, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
And I feel like the thing that ruined it a lot too is because like everybody was hyping it up, like, oh, this is how the Fox universe is gonna enter in, and they're gonna have the X-Men, they're gonna have Deadpool, and they're gonna have this, and they're gonna have that. So it was just like it was just a lot. They made like the smartest people, you know, like Mr. Fantastic and like all the other characters that were there. They made them so dumb they so quickly. Like, and I understand that Wanda is very strong, but it's like
she's not that strong.
No, I mean she is that strong.
She is that strong, yes, but she's. I don't remember if they said like. I don't know if I saw.
But I feel like they were just dumb.
Like it was for sure they were dumb. Like there's definitely a bunch of cons in that movie. Like you said, the multiverse, the fact that they made like the Illuminati, right? That's what they were? Yeah, the Illuminati like so weak. I do agree. Like Black Bolt, that's like crazy.
That scene was crazy.
Yeah, that scene was crazy, and I was like, "Ain't no way, fam." And then Reed Richards, yeah. Reed Richards, the fact that he got turned into Silly String, I literally said out loud, dang, that man's just taffy. Because it's just so crazy, like, her ability to, like, do it and stuff. And I know a lot of people don't agree that it's a good movie. I understand, and I'm not going to, like, say it's the best movie out there. But I put it 6. Wait, it's 6?
That's what you put at 6.
Did I really? Dude, I think it's because, like, Michael Lester's tripping.
You said 6, but so you gotta keep it at 6.
Well, yeah, it is 6. It is 6, and like I said, it's just like a lot. I don't know. I just like a lot of the CGI. Like
I think it was a really cool movie. Like I think the CGI on some scenes were very.
It was like whenever they're fighting at the end, in a sense, like on the mountain, And like I like cliffhanger movies. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the fact that we don't know if Wanda's dead or alive, I think that's pretty cool. And then the fact that like she got to cope, not necessarily cope, but she like, dang, these ain't my kids. My kids ain't real.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like one of my things. Because WandaVision was one of my favorite shows.
So do you like WandaVision more or the movie more?
No, WandaVision.
WandaVision was really.
Yeah, no,
But
WandaVision was
we're
cool.
doing movies. now.
We're not doing MCU things. Because if we were doing MCU things, it'd be a different list.
You're like WandaVision on top.
I don't think so. I think it'd be like top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Oh wow. My 6 is Black Panther. You had yours lower, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Black Panther. Like that's one of the movies that I can rewatch a lot. Like that's just a good
Really?
movie. Yes. I love that movie, first of all, because of Chadwick Boseman. Like he's a good actor. But it's just like the villain is so like you can feel for the villain.
Oh,
And
for sure.
that's what I'm saying. Anytime you feel for the villain and you understand what they're doing, like it's just like he was such a good Michael B. Jordan was such a good like Killmonger. And like you could tell like the way he acted was good. The way like how he looked so evil and how he sounded so evil, but like you realize why is because all this stuff was happening. Like everybody's been lying to him and he had like a horrible life. So it's just like all this stuff that he's had to go through. And then he's like, it was all taken away. Like you took my dad away. Like, well, your dad took my dad away. He was such a good like villain. And then like he died, but like it was sad. Like I don't know. You could feel like sorry for him because
for sure.
he died and he was like, oh, we can still help you. And he's like, nah, like it's like just leave me here to die. Like I'd rather
die than just.
Yeah. So then I understand, and then you can feel for him. So then that's what makes the movie even like better is because of that. And I don't know, it was just like the action scenes were sick. The CGI was very bad at like the end of it. Just like whenever they're fighting on like the train scene and stuff
I
like that.
love that scene though. Like
But the CGI
I
is
know
so
the
bad.
CGI is bad. I get that. But that is possibly one of the best scenes in that movie for me. I think it was just so cool. I don't know why. Maybe it was the suits in the background that did it. But I was like, dude, that scene is sick. I can rewatch that scene over and over again.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can rewatch the movie over and over again.
Yeah.
Like it was just a good movie. But yeah, that's why I'd say it was my 6.
Oh,
5 is Captain America: Winter Soldier. Do you remember that one or no?
A little bit.
That one is like jam-packed action from the beginning to the end. And that's what makes it so cool is like, especially if you just love action, like it starts at the very beginning and then it's just action throughout the whole entire thing. And like I like the first Captain America, but I didn't think it was great. Like it was kind of like a weak villain type of thing. But like that one is it's just so action-packed, and Steve is trying to figure out like this is the Winter Soldier, and then he figures out like, oh my gosh, it's Bucky, like it's his best friend, like he's still alive type of thing. But it was just, I don't know, it was just a really action-packed movie, which was sick. And I don't know, I love Captain America. Captain America's in it and Black Widow's in it, like
Yeah.
And then you get the Falcon, like the Falcon's coming in there, like so it's just like it was a lot of stuff that was going on, but they still made it a really great movie.
They did.
And like it was successful. But yeah.
Yeah. And see, like, with the thing with those, it's like, with those, like, early on movies, like, I guess I was so young, I couldn't grasp it yet. You get me? Like, the whole, like, chronological or whatever and all that. And so I was like, a lot. So I just wouldn't go watch them as much. So I think I don't have such an attachment to those. You get me? It wasn't until really I became, like, 10, 11, I started, like, really getting invested in them.
What I liked about the movie, too, is, like, because now it's just a whole bunch of CGI. Like in that movie, it was very like they had to train for the fight scenes because it's like actual fist to fist fights, which is so sick because you don't really see that anymore. Like in the MCU movies, you see that in like obviously the action movies and just like random blockbuster movies, but you don't see it in the MCU movies anymore. It's kind of just like blasters and all this other stuff, and they're just like all fighting each other, and it's just CGI. But in these, it's actually like they get trained and they're training like every day for like the fight scenes, and then it's all like recorded, and then it just looks sick at the end. So your 5th?
My 5th, Infinity War. I don't know. Infinity War was just such a cool movie, and the fact to see like the heroes don't win for once. I think that's like my favorite thing from it, and because you're like, oh my gosh, what the heck? That just happened? Ain't no way. And it's just like crazy because it's like everyone dies. You get me? Like What was
You
it?
just spoiled the movie. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Well, also did Mark Ruffalo, but I think that's just so funny. But yeah, I think that's why it's like up there because the heroes don't win. Like characters, especially me, because like I was mentioning earlier, like I don't have necessarily an attachment to like Thor, Captain America, and all those. But like the characters I did have an attachment with, like Groot, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange did die. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like with all of them, like those are the movies that technically I watched really as like the MCU starting up. I think that's what. Excuse me. I think that's what I was like. So.
What about your fourth?
Fourth. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Just cause I like the movie. The fact that it's like everyone was like, oh my gosh, Rocket's gonna die. You know what I mean? And it's like he didn't die. He created a new team. But it's like I like when people break off to start their own journeys. You know what I mean? Like Peter decided to dedicate this part of his life to being actually on Earth. You know what I mean? In Missouri. Rocket started a new team with Groot. The other, what was his name? The one that took up Yondu's thing? I forgot his name.
Dang, I forgot his name too. That's not my stuff.
Oh well. And then it was like the like I guess the little girl that they rescued. I don't know what like I didn't see the connection there. And then the fact that like they can't like get Gamora. You get me? They're like, this is a different Gamora. Like we have to like deal with it in a sense. And then Nebula, like yes, she was a villain. Now she's like somewhat good. And so it's like that like I guess anti-hero thing, which I'm like, dang, I kind of like that. And so and then Cosmo, bro, Cosmo's so funny.
I don't know about that. We have very different like things of humor. Like you think a lot of stuff is funny when I'm like,
Well, it's like Cosmo's just like the fact that it's a Russian dog. Like, I think that's just so crazy to me. I'm like, what the heck? It's like that one scene in Victorious where Jade was like, cat's a pet, and she goes, arf!
I don't remember that.
What? It's when her and Beck are fighting, and she's like, Tori's not my friend, Robbie, blah, 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 and cat's basically a pet. And she goes, arf!
Tori's not my friend. I only tolerate Robbie. No one likes Trina, and Kat's basically a pet.
I freaking love Victorious besides the part. Oh, that's what we should do next time. Top like 5 shows.
TV shows. Yeah, I feel like 10 is a lot.
Yeah, no, 10 is a lot.
Alright, so that was your fourth?
And I like just really like the space scenes too. Like in the Among Us reference.
The Among Us. I'm surprised I didn't say sus or anything like with
I don't think they can, really.
Yes, they can. They can say sus. My fourth is Spider-Man No Way Home.
No way, really?
Yes.
Wait. Yeah.
That's the last one.
Yeah.
You're like,
really?
isn't that crazy? I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I love Spider-Man. But I don't think there's ever really been a movie, like a Spider-Man movie, where I'm like, man, this is the best. Like I love this movie. Like a lot of people are just like, oh, like what's your favorite Spider-Man movie? I don't really have a favorite because none of them have really been like, man, like this is a perfect movie. You know what I mean? I don't think I've ever had a perfect Spider-Man like film. Like in my opinion. I think the first game is like, and I understand like you have more time to like do it and everything, but I feel like the Spider-Man PS4 game was like really good, and that's probably like, I'd say if that was a movie, that'd be the best movie.
Really?
Yeah. Just because like of everything that I had in there and like the emotion. But No Way Home is very like, you know, you get to see the 3 Spider-Man together. Like it was a cool experience. That fight scenes are sick. Like the one where they're in the building and then you can see
Or is it Statue of Liberty?
the clock tower. No, not that one. I'm talking about what is it?
Hotel?
Whenever Peter's fighting, in the apartment building.
Oh, I thought it was a hotel.
Whenever Peter's fighting Green Goblin in the apartment building, he's like freaking chucking him through the ground, like through floors. I was like, dude, what? And then he's punching him in the face and he just starts laughing. Like Willem Dafoe is such a good Green Goblin, and the fact that they were able to bring him back and like have him fight this Peter Parker is just like crazy because it shows like this Peter doesn't even know like what he's up against type of thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's still learning. And the way that it ends too is it ends to where it's not happy. Like, it's not a happy ending. And that's like Spider-Man is because he needs like, he makes a lot of sacrifices in his life and he has to make the sacrifices because of the people he cares about. Yeah. So that's what he had to do at the end of the movie, just like for the people he cares about, to make sure that they're like safe. So I think it's a really cool way to end it off. It's a really cool way to open doors, and just to see the three Spider-Man like fight, it was a really cool experience. But I don't think like it'd be on my top 3 just because like I feel like it's more nostalgia based, and that's why a lot of people love it. And that's why they're like, oh, it's the best Spider-Man film ever. And I would like, I feel like it might be, but I feel like it's just because everybody got to see the 3 Spider-Men together. Like, that's a cool experience. But I feel like it's more nostalgic because whenever you rewatch it back, some of the scenes are kind of like, you're kind of like,
yeah.
Just because, like, you know, what is it? Andrew Garfield takes off his mask and he's just there breathing for like 10 seconds. But in the audience, like, that's whenever they're clapping. But whenever you watch it on DVD or like on your phone, like, it's just like, why is he standing there for 10 seconds, like in silence? You know what I mean? But yeah, that would be my 4. Number 3, Thor Ragnarok. I love Thor Ragnarok. That is probably one of the.
Not gonna lie, I fell asleep.
That is literally, not even probably, that is the best Thor movie that they've made. All the other ones are garbage.
Oh yeah. Love and Thunder sucked.
Love and Thunder was bad. All the other ones were garbage, but this was like, it was a way that they made it funny, but then they just made like Thor more stupid. And like I love him how he was in Infinity War, like he was very strong, but they just made him stupid in Love and Thunder, which I didn't like. But Thor Ragnarok, it was just funny. The action scenes were sick. Like, it was literally a comedy movie, and like, you don't, even if you rewatch it, like, you're still gonna be laughing. Like, it's just a funny movie.
My 3rd was No Way Home.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is number 1, bro. Don't lie.
No. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, then I mixed them up.
Look at it.
Yeah, I know. It says Far From Home, and then No Way Home.
Oh.
Yeah, I probably mixed them up. I was thinking, yeah. Prior eating and sitting down, I was like, which one is this one? And he was like, Homecoming.
Yeah, he asked me all the movies, what their names were. And...
Yeah. I'm not good with names.
So, 3?
Yeah, 3 is No Way Home.
Why?
Like, I don't know. I kind of just, it was like, to see like them together, even though I didn't grow up watching those 2, but it's like cool because like you've heard, like, me, I'm like, I've heard and I watched and I was like, oh, that's cool. Dang, this one lost his girl. I forgot what Tony Maguire did. Maybe not been for the plot, but I'm thinking more like it was a cool movie because they were able to get the guys, the villains back. You know what I mean? Like the one for Doc Ock. What's his name? I don't know his name. And then William Dafoe for Green Goblin, and the fact that Electro too, no?
Yeah.
And then like, it sucks Sandman couldn't be there, but oh well. Like,
they still had him there.
They still had him there.
But
yeah,
I feel like if it wasn't for COVID, like the movie would have been way better. Just because they had to do a lot of stuff differently because of COVID. Yeah. I feel like if they would have waited, but you know Marvel, like they're not gonna want to wait. But if they would have waited, like it would have been an even better movie. Like we would have gotten a lot more out of it, I guess.
12 seconds later.
So, looking at my list, I did change a lot of things. So, number 2, I'll put Homecoming. I don't know. I like the Spider-Man. Like, the Spider-Man maybe, because it's always a huge debate. Who's the best Spider-Man, you get me? Honestly, I don't think Tom Holland is the best Spider-Man that's probably going to be out there. There's probably going to be one that truly fits everyone, like, uniquely. You know what I mean? Like, the nerd part. The Spider-Man part, really, yeah. And, like, with Tom Holland, it's like, they really didn't explain. And they just did things weirdly. Like, the fact that Flash is a smart kid that isn't a bully. Like, he has comments.
He's a bully.
Not,
I mean, yeah, I guess.
He has comments. It's like slick comments. It's not like, because if you look at Flash Thompson in other movies, that's a bully.
Yeah.
This one is like,
he kind of just makes fun of him.
Yeah.
It's not really like he's bullying.
He's kind of like a clown.
Like the other ones, like he's shoving him into lockers and like, you know, like.
He's like throwing him around and stuff like that. And then.
He's a huge dude.
Yeah. Not a
Not a small.
not a kid that's smaller than MJ or
Yeah.
Mary Jane. Like I when I first saw that, I was like, I don't know if I like that. That's kind of weird. Yeah, and then when he dyed his hair blonde,
Yeah, that was so gross.
that
bro.
was disgusting.
Oh, it's in the latest one.
But what?
I said how he looked in the latest one in No Way Home. Like he just
Yeah, no.
with his hair.
But I just like Homecoming because it's like the first Spider-Man. I think it's more like an attachment because I saw it Spider-Man. And it's like my first Spider-Man movie that I am gonna watch. You get me? Like this is the first one I'm watching in theaters. This is the first one Spider-Man that I get to like be part of. You get me in a sense? In a sense.
I get you.
No.
So that was your second one?
I might as well just say my one, right?
Yeah.
All right. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Love that movie. I freaking love Ant-Man.
You're
And
lying right
no,
now, Manuel.
No, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
You put Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Number one, bro.
Oh.
I just love Ant-Man. The third one sucked, like I said previously.
Bro, Ant-Man and the Wasp is probably like the lowest one on my list. Like not even on top 10. Like I'm talking about like
Yeah.
50. Like 50th
You're so
place,
mean,
bro.
though. Like, I don't know. I just like it. Like that movie, I can watch over and over again. And
That's crazy. That one I can watch. I've only watched like twice.
Well, you're crazy for that, but
That's what I'm saying. Like
and
I
it's
feel like
obviously it's gonna be a hot take. Like not everyone likes like the Ant-Man movies. I don't understand why. Like I think they're like funny, but it's like they're funny in a way that to be like they can still tell the story. It's not like Thor, Love and Thunder. Like they had to have a joke. Like ooh, like they're shoving jokes down your throat at that point. And I'm like, no. And the fact that like Ant-Man and the Wasp, like I just felt for the character. Like she had problems. She's like, I don't want this. You get me? And she's like fighting them for her solution, but they're like, no, blah blah blah. And it's like the major villain at the end was a scientist, really, but it's like the guy was I don't remember I think the guy was just trying to like help his daughter out or something like that, and it's like it didn't work out for them, unfortunately. You know what I mean? So like they disappeared or whatever. I don't remember the movie that well, honestly. I just liked it because it's like the fact that Paul Rudd, it like especially the end credit scene or the post credit scene, whatever. It was like they disappear and he's like, "Yo, stop playing." And then he comes back, but it's like in another movie. I forgot what movie, but I just like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and the fact that it's like Ant-Man, and the fact I don't know, it's just and Jimmy Woo's just so funny. The FBI agent.
oh yeah, he is in that one. That's crazy.
I just love Ant-Man.
You had Ant-Man.
Oh my gosh.
Who's that?
Oh,
12 seconds later.
I think it's funny because like there's 3 of them, and you had then 2 in your top 10. Because you had
Yeah.
Ant-Man as like 10, right? You had
Yeah,
Ant-Man as 10.
1 in. That's crazy. 10 and 1. Yeah, and we talked about this with one of our friends the other day. And then we talked about it, and you're like, "Well, who said this?" And because I did say third was the best one, but I went to rewatch it the other day, and I was like,
You didn't say third was the best one.
I thought, no,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember. Remember, I said 3, 2, 1. That was my order, of best to last, and best to worst. And you were like, "Oh, that's so." Like both of y'all said, it was like y'all didn't agree with it. Let's
You
say.
didn't say 3, 2, 1.
I
You
thought
said
it-
2, 3, 1.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, besides the point, it's like I saw the third one the other day, and I'm like, dude, this movie really is trash. Like, it's like I don't know what was with Marvel in this phase. I feel like they just really tried to go for the humor appeal, but it like didn't work.
They were just trying to push a whole bunch of stuff, and like they didn't actually get like
I don't like Cassie either.
proper intake. Really? Yeah.
I don't like Cassie. Cassie, I think, is useless. And like, it was nice introducing King, but it was like,
I just hated the CGI in this last movie.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
And honestly, I thought Ant-Man should have died. Hot take, but actually, I don't think that's a hot
Or
take.
the Wasp. Someone.
Someone should have died. I don't like everyone survived. It would have been cool to see like the original Ant-Man and his wife stay behind or something, but it's like there's no way King and Ant-Man go back like go head to head and they just
And Ant-Man wins.
yeah.
Like it's Kang, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that. They
I
should've
didn't
done
understand that either, and so I was like, yeah. I don't know why.
My second one.
No, your first one.
No, I haven't said my second one.
What?
My second one
Oh, yeah.
is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I freaking love that movie. I cried my eyes out. I love Rocket. Like, it was such a good movie to end it off and, like like it was just a perfect movie. Like, and that's crazy to say, but like I really thought like it was a great movie. Just the way that it ended and the fact that like they don't get. I mean, they get their happy endings, but they don't get it with each other.
Yeah.
Like it's like, and it hurts and it's sad and like the emotion is crazy in there, but like James Gunn knows how to put in the humor, but also have emotion. So in this movie, there was humor, but there was a lot of emotion as well. It wasn't just like Love and Thunder, all humor, and it's just garbage. Like it's not Love and Thunder humor. It's humor in its own way. And so I think like that one was just like, it was just very emotional and a very great movie, and especially the way that it ended off. Like to where they all had to split up. They weren't all together, but they're all doing things that they like wanted to do, and like I guess going on their own path. I don't know. I really
Did you want Rocket to die?
I really liked it. I
Or
didn't
did
want
you?
Rocket to die, but if Rocket did die, I think it would have been very like heartfelt. But it was like, because a lot of people are like, oh, they have to die because it's the last movie, or like a lot of them have to die. But it's like they didn't, and the reason why they didn't is because they're all splitting up. So it's like in reality, they did all lose each other. They just didn't lose each other to death. And so like during those scenes, like especially whenever Rocket's dying, like, you know, Chris Pratt, I feel like is a really good actor. Not a good voice actor. I don't think he's a good voice
Nah,
actor.
bro, Mario movie and Garfield,
No.
those are trash.
But I feel like the only one he was good in was what, Lego Movie? I mean,
Dude, I freaking love Lego movie. We should have done top 10 movies, and
Oh
that
my
would have been
God.
on Lego movie 1 and 2. I'm joking, not 1 and 2, just 1.
What is it? Like whenever he was like screaming and like crying out and stuff like that, like for Rocket, like I just thought it was like really good. And then the fact that Gamora isn't like, I'm glad that they didn't put them like together again. Because it makes sense. Like, it's not the same Gamora that it was before. And I think they try to do, like, a love interest thing with him and Nebula, but...
No, but, like,
I didn't
see,
want
she,
that.
like, didn't, like, she... Because remember, there was that one scene in the elevator, I think? And, like, he was like, you really
Yeah.
black eyes.
Yeah. But, I don't know, I feel like they try to do it a little bit, either in a joking way or, like, actually have it. Because I think she does care for him. Like, because you can tell, like, she's, like, carrying him and she's, like, you know, helping him and, like, I guess comforting him. So, like, she really does care for him. But I feel like it's good just left like that. Like, just left how it was. And it was a good ending to the trilogy. Like, those 3 movies are, like, the best. That's the best trilogy that's ever been made in the MCU. Like, all 3 of them are good. Like, none of them are bad.
Yeah.
And, like, there's a lot of them, like I said, Iron Man 2, bad. Thor, 3 of them out of the 4, bad. Captain America, the first one wasn't that great. Civil War was okay. The Winter Soldier was, like, I guess the best one. But, like, a lot of every other trilogy doesn't have, like, them
That, like, spark factor.
all great. Yeah. Like, I feel like all of the 3 Guardians of the movies are all watchable, like, rewatchable.
Yeah, for sure.
So.
And then, I don't know, my favorite scene from that movie definitely was, like, that ending scene. Because, like, Mantis was like, oh, I gotta go. And Drax was like, no, I'll go with you. She's like, no.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta do this by
I
myself.
gotta do this by myself. Nebula's, I'll take care of the town. Rocket's like, okay, well, what do I
Like,
do?
everybody had their own thing.
Everyone had their own ending, and I like how you put it. Like, it might have not been necessarily a happy ending together, but they had a happy ending realizing we need to grow. It was
My number 1. Guess what it is?
Guess what it is? The Amazing Hulk.
Infinity War. Avengers Infinity War. That is the best movie that has ever been made ever in the MCU. And better than freaking Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Whoa,
Bro,
whoa.
Nah. That movie, whenever I was there and I was crying for Spider-Man because he died, bro, and then it just ends where everybody's dead, that was like the most shocking thing that you could ever do. Everybody was so confused. Everybody didn't know what was going to happen. Like, everybody was just like, all the interviews, like, they're just like, well, what happens now? And they're just like, we're dead. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Like, and then so the fact that that is the first MCU movie to end where, like, the good guys don't win and the bad guys do win or the bad guy wins is, like, crazy. Like, that was just, like, a shock factor because of that. Just because the good guys lost. Like, that's the first time ever losing. So I feel like any time where the bad guy wins, it would be, I feel like that's what would have made Ant-Man better is if Kang killed Ant-Man. Like, and that's just, like, you know what I mean? That's just
very
it.
true, very true.
But, I mean, that movie wasn't great, but I feel like that would have made it better. But Infinity War was just, like, that's just up there, bro. Like, a 9.9 out of 10. That is my rating for
What's,
it.
like,
it's
the one con you have? Like, one. Me.
One
one con from the movie.
The CGI.
Yeah.
Some of the CGI is
Some
really
of the
goofy.
CGI is not the best. I think definitely in space. In that one scene when Doctor Strange is like looking through the things
Mhm.
and it's like all kind of blurry. Like I liked it, but I was like, I don't like that. Like it seems like weird. I don't know. It,
Hulk
like,
and the Hulkbuster. And like the fact that Hulk, because Hulk was supposed to bust out of the Hulkbuster, and the fact that they didn't do that, I didn't like that. Like that Hulk's like stayed human, because it's like it was, well, they released a Funko Pop where it was supposed to happen. Like anytime that like stuff is in the movie, they give it to Funko and they make their own like things or whatever. But that was supposed to happen. They have that in like deleted scenes and like
I don't look for those.
all that stuff. There's not a deleted scene where it happens because they didn't record it, but that's what they were planning on doing. Like, but they ended up like scrapping it. That's what I didn't like, is that Hulk wasn't in there like as
It was a
Hulk.
Hulk. Yeah.
And they even showed in the trailer too, like him like running as Hulk, and it's like false advertisements, because he's like running with the group as Hulk, but he was actually running as the Hulkbuster. I feel like that's one of the only cons I have about that movie is the CGI and the fact that Hulk wasn't actually Hulk. Like he was just Bruce Banner the majority of the movie.
Yeah. True. Very
He
true.
was literally Hulk only at the beginning, like the first 5 minutes, and that's it. Everything else he was just regular. I was like, that's not Hulk, bro.
That's not Hulk. Yeah. You're right.
But I understand, like, they kind of just wanted to make sure that it wasn't, what is it? Like, Hulk just didn't beat Thanos. Like, it was really easy. Like, they wanted to make sure that Thanos, I guess, won. And it wouldn't, I feel like if it was Hulk that was fighting, it would have been easier for them to defeat Thanos. So they kind of needed him to get nerfed in that way. But Thor in that movie, bro, was crazy. Like when he
Thor
comes
was crazy,
down with the
yeah.
lightning, he's throwing it all over the place. Like that was just like what?
I think Thor.
And then
like,
Rocket's
did-
there and
yeah.
Groot
I
is
think
there.
the fact that like Thor building a new like weapon, I think that is like a really cool thing because like you know, it's not every day that like someone's gonna like pull out something new. You get me?
Yeah, just seeing all of my favorite characters interact like as a comic book, like them all coming together. Like you know, what is it? They're about to hit like I think it was Tony Stark or Bruce Banner, and then like what is it? The object just stops, and then it's like it's Spider-Man. He like pops out, and he's like, hey, like who's this guy? Like who are we fighting? Blah blah, like this and that. Like it's literally like all these people just coming together, and it's like it's crazy to think like all these people do live in one place, so they're all seeing each other.
Yeah, like I'm sorry,
But
but
they
New
don't see each
York
other in
is
the
so
movies.
crazy. Like the
Yeah,
fact
yeah.
that Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, all the Avengers are in New York and they all face different villains. I'm like,
Like
that's
their own
crazy. Is like I understand they have different districts, but I'm like,
different district.
weird.
The fact that you don't like the Hunger Games is crazy. But yeah, that's my
The
number
what?
one. So my number one, Infinity War, his is Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes, sir.
Bruh.
Oh, I guess I'll ask you this one. Are you looking to date anyone?
I'm already getting somebody. What if they didn't even hear that? Like, because I didn't say it out loud.
Okay, that's crazy though.
I'm already taken. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, not sorry.
Let's say like you weren't, right? Let's say like you weren't dating this girl, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'll ask this and we'll do vice versa.
on me.
I'm
Uh-huh.
sorry. If I went on a first date and you had to give them a warning about me, what would it be? One.
You can't get mad, right?
No.
Promise. Why would you do it with that finger? Give me the other finger. I'll be like, he gets. Can I say one? Is it one thing or
Do
two?
one thing.
Dang.
One thing.
Ah, I
It's
don't know what
one
you
warning.
choose. I got 10. No, I'm just kidding. One warning. I'll probably say that you get butthurt sometimes.
Mm.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
No,
but like
but that's
sometimes
fine.
like it's like yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's either I don't know if it's some days or just like some things, like certain things, then you'll get more upset about than others.
Maybe.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, for sure.
That's what I warn them about. I'd be like, be careful. I'm just kidding.
You're crazy, dog.
But what about you, Timmy?
I feel like your humor is just different.
Oh.
Very different.
Our humor is different. I feel like that's what it is.
Well, yeah, but like with me, it's like I find the right audience. You don't.
Yeah, I will say like my humor, even if it's not with the right audience, I won't change myself. Like
Yeah,
you know what I
no.
mean?
It's like with
there's-
me, I adapt to like the people. Like if they're like very nerdish, I'm like, ugh, I guess I gotta be a nerd. But it's like or like very like introverted. We had to talk about this the other day. It's like the other day I hung out with friends that like aren't maybe extroverts. I don't know if they're watching. I really hope you don't get butthurt about it, but I doubt it. But it's like I've never seen them personally be extroverts, and with me, like I talk to everyone, and I'm not like necessarily scared to be like, unless it's like someone. But yeah, and I think that's what we were talking about the other day. Is like that's why I think it like, because like I don't know, we just find introverts, and we're like, it's like, you know what I mean? And so I think it's like
we're very open.
Yeah, we're very open, and like I think something both of us have worked on is like being inclusive. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, this kid's an extrovert, cool, that's what's up. This kid's an introvert, cool, that's what's up. You know what I mean? And if they're like in that like half between line, no, I'm joking. But yeah, and so my warning would definitely just be like your humor is just different. So.
Yeah, and that's me too. Like it's like if people don't vibe with me, okay, like sorry, I'm not gonna change myself for you. That's like me. I'm just like, if somebody's gonna like me, they're gonna like me for me. If they're gonna be my friend, they're gonna be my friend because they like how I am, they like how I act, they like how I talk, like they like my humor, you know what I mean? I have very like, a lot of people don't know. You have to really be close to me in order to know when I'm joking. Like, because even at work, when I say stuff and like I'm obviously joking, they won't understand that it's a joke. Yeah. And they're like, you're really rude. I'm like, but I just joke. Like, it's not like me actually being rude. Like, people think I'm rude.
Monotone.
Yeah.
If I could change one, I know which one I would change it to.
What do you mean, like to a different one besides that?
Yeah. You can say your other one, I can say my other one.
Okay, go.
Okay, you go first.
Yours is what is it? You're very rude.
Oh.
Because you are. Like, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but like, and I think sometimes you don't catch it, but there's some things that you say that I feel like you're just like me. Not like just like me, but
I think
like
I'm just straight up
within those things. But even then, like, there's sometimes you say something and you don't mean for it to come out as rude, but the way that you talk, it just sounds like it's rude.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's like my voice is very like direct, and I'm just straight up. Like
Straight up.
Like it really is though. Like if you're doing something, I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Cause like it just is like that. But mine was gonna be that you mumble a lot.
Oh, I do mumble a lot.
Like it's just and like whenever
it bothers me too.
It bothers me a lot because he's like whispering something in my ear. I'm like, bro, what are you saying, dog? Because you're like.
See, but I actually whisper. He just is like, yo, did you see what that person did over there? Like, that's how you talk. You and your family do like that.
Yeah,
that.
I guess, and I think
Michael
it's just
does
that habit. But
yeah, and I'll be like, and so does Eber. Eber does that all the time. He's
like Eber's
he
deaf,
talks
bro.
loud.
Eber's just deaf.
I'm like, bro, well, because he's always blasting his music with his AirPods.
It doesn't make sense.
But
that's your mention Eber. So whatever. I think we can end the pod there.
Eber, next pod. No, I'm just kidding. No, bro, give me two more.
What is the grimiest thing a friend has done to you? Like, explain grimiest, because I didn't understand it.
Grimiest was like the most
feeling?
messed up thing that they've done to you. Like,
well, I guess
say for example, like, say you were trying to get at this girl and like you really liked her, and then they were just like, oh yeah, like Manuel, like,
they're like kind of like.
Well, no, they're just like, oh yeah, like Manuel's gay, or like they were just like, oh Manuel. they'll just be like, oh, like Manuel just doesn't know how to talk to girls, or he's always talking to girls, or he like talks to every girl, like he always plays with them with their heart, and like he doesn't actually like them, like, and kind of messes you up. You know what I mean? It's like a grimy thing because it's like a friend wouldn't do that. Why is a friend doing that?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It kind of goes into like connection with this question. I wrote it down, but it's like, what is the worst thing someone said to your face? But I guess it's
but not really, because the grimy thing is kind of behind your back, and you find out
about
about it.
I remember this one time in high school. It was like, what was happening? I think it was COVID, and I just wasn't like as talkative because I just wasn't talkative. Like I was like, I'm just sitting here, lie down, and sleep, bro. Because I just like, it's like. No, but it's just like, I just like sleeping that time. It's like, there's nothing to do. I'm caught up in my work. Let me just sleep. And like, I know someone was like, yeah, Manuel, it's just like ditching us because this so-and-so is like catching on to him and blah, 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 blah. Because I had my group of friends from high school, and then like, kind of like when the pandemic hit, it was like, oh, we would like still talk, like we'd still like do great FaceTime and like do stuff like that. But it's like, with me, they'd like doing like group like work together because we had a lot of the same class, same teachers, but maybe not together. And so I'm like, I didn't like that. I've always been like a person that does not like group work. And like, kind of, I guess, ironic the fact that we're here at the church building doing Sunday school decorating, which involves.
Ingroves.
Oh, my foot's asleep. Involves.
What does that have anything to do with ingroves?
Dude, my foot's asleep. That involves like group
Group
partnership and stuff like that. So, I just never been like good at it. I feel like it's like, tell me what to do, I'll do it. You know what I mean? I'm not a person that's like, oh, like come help me over here. Oh, come do this. Like, no, bro, you handled it. You got it. Like if it's like, oh, is the paper straight? Yeah, that's fine. But if you're like, oh, come help me put like marshmallows on a teacup. Now you can do it. You know what I mean?
On a teacup? You mean a coffee cup?
No, but it can be a
Or just a
teacup.
mug?
Or it can be a teacup.
Why would you? Never mind.
Why wouldn't you not like in a teacup?
Why would you put marshmallows in a teacup?
Oh, why not?
It's for tea.
Yeah.
No, Manu.
Okay, fine. Lemons in a teacup. Better.
There you go.
There was this one person really that just disliked me from the beginning, being that friend group, and they were just they said two bad things. So they said that I just didn't like them in the fact that and they kept talking smack about me. Like they're like, he doesn't like us, like he does this, he says this to me, blah blah blah. And I think I never talked to them, whether they're in the group or not. Like I think once I texted them about something, but that's it. Like I never. So it's kind of like making up stories about me. You know what I mean? But I never talked to them because I was like.
So mine, grimiest thing a friend has ever done to me
I'm scared.
is
Because you looked at me.
he's in this room right now. No, I'm just kidding. Well, not really, but
Wait, really?
But I'd say like
I swear, if it's about this one subject, I will literally.
it will be about the one subject, and it probably is. You're probably thinking about it. What I hate so much is when if somebody ever talks bad
Oh my
bad
gosh!
about
Right, I
your,
think this
if
podcast
someone
right
ever
now.
talks bad about your friend, bro, what do? You stand up for them and you got their back.
Okay, you know what?
Wait.
That's fine. You can explain.
So,
Sorry.
what Manuel has done over here. What Manuel has done is he didn't have my back when people were talking to me. But
whoa!
am I wrong? Oh, yes or no?
Somewhat.
Nah.
Somewhat.
So
You're somewhat wrong.
So
Okay, go ahead.
But it's not just you. I mean, it's you and but dang. Mad if I really said don't say that.
I don't care, bro. Get mad.
Like whenever people not talk smack, but they just like they say something
Down
that's
talk.
like like down talk me whenever they don't know me or whenever they think that they know something about me, but it's like not accurate. You know what I mean? I just don't like when people have a persona of you or they say things about you, but they don't ever come to the source. It's kind of just like, oh, let me talk to other people, either that know him or that don't know him,
Yeah.
but never let me like ask him the actual question.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of
For
just
sure.
all assumptions, and that's like
And like
that's a grimy thing to do. But
think-
wait,
no.
let me talk.
Oh.
But yeah, whenever they just didn't defend me in that sense, and I'm like, dang, because like I've always, I guess, like stuck up for people. I don't know, like, and I kind of what? Why are you laughing?
Nothing. You just go ahead.
I've always like stuck up for people that are like, I guess my family or like they're my friends and stuff like that. Like anytime somebody's talking smack about somebody else that I consider them a friend, I'll cut it off right then and there and be like, well, no, that's not true. It's because blah blah blah, this and this. Like, or I'll like straight up defend them. Like I mean,
Yeah.
or anytime they're like messing with them in any sort of way. Like I don't remember if you know that one time where
When you got up in this room and you started.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
We don't want to talk about that.
yeah, we won't talk about that. But I stuck up
yeah.
for
Yeah, you stuck up for that person. But it's like the reason I didn't, and you know the reason I didn't stick up for you in that sense, it's because what was the reason? Oh, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it. And it's like I wanted to come to you first. Why'd you sorry? Yeah, this recent time that it happened, the next day you were gonna see this person, and I don't remember the reason I told you everyone, but it was like I don't stick up because I'm like because I'm more of like I don't talk. I really don't talk. I kind of just listen.
He's
What?
an observer.
Yeah, really. And like I've been told that before too. Like up to my face, they're like, "Why don't you talk?" And it's like, I just
Well, no, or aren't you talking? I hate when you say that. No, I'm just kidding.
no. And I hate when you say that too. Yeah. Why aren't you talking? Besides the point, it's just like we don't have to talk about it. I think it's been more.
But that was a Grammy
Addressed.
thing. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, I know. And I already apologized for it. Like I can't really do anything more. Like I hope there's not anything I can do more. But it's just it is what it is. And it's like
what it is.
I just don't remember why. Something happened the first
I feel
time
like
that I was like, oh, this, and then it made sense, but I don't remember. The second time, yeah, that was on me. The second time, yeah, that was on me, for sure. But,
the second time. It's happened multiple times.
yeah, 1 and 2.
Yeah, definitely more than 1 and 2. But
Not more than 2
what is it? I feel like you is kind of just like you don't want to make like
enemies.
yeah enemies.
Because people suck.
I feel like you don't want to make enemies and like you don't want people to like, I guess not like you, not
For
like
sure.
like not like you to where you're just like you're kind of just a pacifist, like you're kind of just there, like not like just there. That kind of sounds messed up,
Yeah.
but like you're kind of just like whenever they're talking about things, you're kind of just there to listen and like just intake everything, but you're not gonna.
Because I don't want to disrupt the peace that's going
Yeah,
on.
like if somebody's talking smack, you're just gonna like listen to it. You're not gonna talk smack with them.
Yeah.
You're kind of just listening to everything and just like you're kind of just observing everything because like you're a pacifist. Like you're kind of just you're there to get their intake for them to rant, but you're not wanting to like
I don't want to
agree with them or feed into it or like talk smack about other people or anything like that. Like you're kind of are just like I feel like you're a really good listener. Like that might be what it is. And like you just don't want to make, I guess, enemies or like you don't want people to not.
It's something like that, and it's like it really is. I just feel uncomfortable sometimes. Like if it's me and you, I could like, I don't like I can talk with you. Like I really don't care just because like we've known each other for that long. But it's like with certain people, like they can come to me. I don't mind. Like, and they can like talk like so this and that. But it's like I don't want to feed into it. 2, if I say something, I don't want to switch up my words.
Yeah.
Because I'm good at listening and remembering. I feel like because like there's a bunch of things I remember, like yeah, literally a bunch of things sometimes.
You have really good memory.
Yeah.
But it's because you sleep a lot.
Not even. It really is. I have a good sleep schedule.
Yeah.
Unlike some people in this room, but
Some people in this room, I'm the only one.
yeah, exactly.
I'm good.
So I think it's just really that. Like I just don't like disrupting a piece, and I'm like, because like if you really do notice a lot, like whenever we're hanging out with a lot of different people, it's like I'm more
Different.
because like we do have different groups, and it's like I'm kind of just like there. I'm like,
Why does Luigi have a black mustache if he has brown hair?
yeah, but I think it's just like that. Like I'm just like I don't like disrupting peace. I don't like provoking anyone. I don't like really doing that, and I think it's more like a thing from that I just learned from at school because I'm like. And then I don't want to be caught back and saying something about someone else too. Like it's really that's like I think that I get most scared of just because I think it really is something I get scared of because it's like I don't want to be in the middle of things. You know what I mean? So I don't know if y'all heard that, but whatever.
Would you be 100% honest?
100%.
Would you be upset like if I told you that like hey somebody was talking smack about you
Depends on
and like
you.
what if it was somebody that you're close to that you thought you were close to and I was like sorry that you thought you were close to and then I come up to you and I'm like hey like I went out to eat with this person or like I was hanging out with this person and then like for maybe 20 minutes straight they were just talking smack about you like saying a whole bunch of stuff.
I think I'd be depressed. Not gonna lie.
No, but like what would you like ask me? Like would you be like, oh, did you say anything? Like what'd you say? Like
I think the first thing I'd ask you is like how to come up because like
oh they saw your story.
oh, they saw your
You're
story.
just like I freaking hate Manuel. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I think that'd be the first thing that I ask because like a person just doesn't come to your mind for no reason. You get me?
Yeah.
It's like, especially if you're going out to eat, it's like you're there with that person. Like You're either
But say it was like that, like,
Like,
oh, they
oh,
were
they
just,
saw your story?
they saw your story and
It's
they were just
like-
like, oh my gosh, like Manuel, blah, blah, blah.
Manuel, this and that. After that, I'd be like listening, and I'm like, how did it end off? Probably, like, how did you like, more like, how did the conversation end? And if like I notice like you're like, oh, this and that, I would just assume, okay, the conversation didn't end. It's like you're talking with, I'm talking with your sister or whatever. Let's say, like, we're just talking, and it's like, you're like, oh, what did Sasha say or whatever? I'd be like, oh, well, this and that, and then this and that, and this and that. If you ask me, how did it end? And I'm like, well, we said this and that, this and that, this and that, and this and that. I would think I didn't ask that. I'd ask how did it end. And if you're like giving me all this, the conversation didn't really end. It kind of just like, oh, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
So those are the two questions I'd
But
ask.
you wouldn't be like upset that I didn't say anything or I didn't.
Well, if
defend
you
or
didn't
anything?
say anything, I honestly wouldn't want to know.
What do you mean?
I wouldn't want to know if you defended me or if you talked smack with them.
Really?
I wouldn't want to know. I think that would kill me the most. Like, yet it like if you're being truthful with me, I think it would kill me. You're like, no, I fed into it. You get me? Like, it would kill me because I'm like, okay, not one.
But what
person,
if I was like,
but
I didn't
two
say
people.
anything, like I was just there, I just listened to everything, but they were talking to me.
I don't think I'd mind just because it's like I'm the same way. And like it is crazy to you, but it's like it really is like I'm the same. Like I'm like, let's say you're talking smack about Eber to me, and I'm like, nice. Like I don't know, like that's just who I am, and it's like I just don't like feeding into it because
You're a
like
good person.
don't touch me. So
Don't have.
Yeah. It's like I just don't like. I don't know. I just get so scared, especially in one-on-one conversations. So it's like these, I get scared.
Your heart is pounding. Whenever I'm like,
It's
Manuel, can I be
weird.
honest with you? You're like,
Dude, that's what happened the other day. Remember?
It's happened yesterday. But
No.
yeah, it was yesterday. Was it?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
It felt like yesterday. bro.
No,
Yeah, I think we
Get a
did.
third one? Another one?
Okay, third one. Okay. Do you believe in blinded by love?
Blinded by yes, bro. Yes, I believe in blinded by love, bro. People are so dumb. That sounds so messed up. But like people are so dumb. Like
I
they
think the emotions just catch up to people.
they just listen to they're just like it's all
They're like this.
they're not thinking with their head and that's they're what?
I was gonna say shoddy babe, but
They're like thinking just with they're thinking with their heart. They're not thinking with their mind. They're not thinking the whole long like people that and I feel like and it's really sad because like sometimes like you will be or a girl will be in an abusive relationship and they don't leave because they're so like emotionally attached to this person and they are just like thinking with their heart and not their head like oh he hits me it's like them thinking oh no but he loves me so much he tells me he loves me and then like it was my fault it was my fault the reason why he got mad and it's like no you know what I mean it's just like there's a lot of things that a lot of people are blinded by love and it's not just girls it's guys too. Like sometimes the girl's really toxic or really like controlling, but the guy's kind of just like.
for sure.
But the guy's kind of just like, oh.
You know who you are.
What? But the guy's is just like.
She knows who she is.
Who? Say it. I'll bleep it out.
Boy, you know who it is.
Who? Who? Just say it. I'll bleep it out. That's funny.
Man, I'll tell her herself.
But yeah, they're very. I don't know because and it's the same. Like I said, it's the same thing for a guy. Like a guy can be manipulated just
for sure
as easily with a girl. Like because it's like, oh my gosh, this is the one. This is the one. But, like in reality, like it's all just fake, and that person could be cheating on them, and like they're not paying attention. And you could even tell them that, or be like, hey, this person was talking smack about you, and like it's multiple people, and they're like, no, they would never say that. Like they love me and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, if you have 10 people saying the same thing, like. Or if you have 10 people, it's like take a hint and understand it. But people don't think with their brain; they're thinking with their heart, and they're just like blinded. I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it's like more of like they just are like, oh my gosh, this person, like this is my everything, blah 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 blah, and it's like yes, but no, because like, and that's why I think I got like a little upset with you because I'm like, I understand like you're doing time, like you're having time with her, but it's like, what do you do 20, 30 years when you've had enough time with her, but you don't have enough time for anyone else anymore? Like, you've been so distant from everyone else that you try to get close with them, but it's like not the same anymore because you've distanced yourself.
But you think I do that?
Sometimes. I think in the beginning, not the beginning, more like the middle.
But
it was like that's why I really got upset with you, because I was like, dude, like, I understand. Trust me, I'm right here. We live 10, 12 minutes away from each other. We see each other at least 3 times a week.
But we would go out
Shut-
to eat, like.
Shut up! I'm trying to talk.
My bad.
That was rude. I'm sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
No, I am sorry. So, I see you like at least maximum 2 times a week, compared to her. Why 3? Doesn't make sense.
Morning, night,
No,
Wednesday.
but days.
You
Days.
said 3 times.
Then I
You
said
said 2
2.
times.
3 then 2.
Yeah, but you said 2 times, not 2 days. That's why.
Besides the
Continue.
point, and you see her like what? Every like 6 weeks, I want to say. Maybe sometimes longer. But it's like, I think with y'all, it's like, and like, I think you noticed too, is like you would just like not, you were like so caught up, I feel like, and then you were like, yes you were, yes you were, yes you were.
Go off. But,
You were caught up, like you wouldn't talk to anybody. Like,
but that's not like.
and I understand you were busy, I understand you had different things going on, but it's like,
Exactly.
but it, and like that's why I would like distance myself, because I'm like, you know what, like, I'm not gonna like create a different like thing. I'm just gonna be like, because obviously like it just didn't seem like you wanted to talk, because I would text and I'd be like this and that, and I wouldn't get a reply for 4 days. So I'm like, and like I said, I understand you're busy. I understand people's schedules. You get me? Like, it was my summer. I had nothing going on but working. And my work is, or my job used to be, they really didn't care. They really didn't care. I'm gonna say that. But with you, it's like you gotta be constantly like on someone or like something like that. You get me?
40 hours a week. Not
Well, I
always
used to
on
do
my
that
phone.
too. So chill out.
No, but I'm saying. Okay,
Like-
calm down. I'm saying 40 hours a week, like, and I'm not, like, it's like there's no slow time.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no, oh, on my phone, I'm constantly walking around, like, doing stuff.
Well, that's what I said. You're constantly on people. So
I don't know, I feel like it was more of a busy thing, and, like, I didn't know how to manage my time well with, like,
that's my foot.
with, like, a whole bunch of other stuff. Like, I'm not good at time management.
Yeah.
As you can clearly see by today, because I was, like, late, but that was because I was
An
tired.
hour.
No, I said 10:30. I was only 30 minutes late. No. But yeah, I feel like I'm very bad at like time management, because I mean, like, even you can see, like, there be times when I don't even respond to my parents sometimes, like, from my messages, or like I have 300 right now I have like 300 unread messages. Like, I'm very bad at like getting a whole bunch of stuff done, because I feel like I'm very busy, and I like to do things like sections at a time, not just like, I don't like multitasking with a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like a big thing. But I mean, I feel like I've kind of gotten better, not like 100% better, but it's like, I guess, gotten more better in the sense of like trying to be like, oh, I guess like, yeah, like, let's try to hang out, or like, let me see if I can respond earlier, like faster, like this and that. But I don't think it was like I'm blinded and I'm just ignoring everybody else.
No,
because,
I never said that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like it was more like I just didn't know how to manage my time. Like, I was so used to, like, whenever I didn't have a girl, you know what I mean? I'm saying, like, whenever I didn't, like, it was kind of just, I would just text you. Like, you'd be, like, the only person I text. I didn't text anybody else.
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, anything. Like, it was just, I was just working, or, like, if you would text me, then I would, like, respond or whatever. Like, I wasn't really, like, doing a lot of stuff.
And then like you didn't have a lot on your plate, so especially like
Yeah.
from going from one thing to the different thing, like
It was, like, a lot of stuff. There's somebody here.
I think it's the airplane.
It was like a lot of stuff that was just put like within that time frame. So it was just a lot going on that I had to do. What was the question?
Blinded by the.
Oh.
Yeah, but I kind of went into that direction. And I'm not saying like, oh, like we need to talk constantly. No, like,
Okay.
no, really. Like I told his girl, like I'm like sometimes like on vacation when we've gone together, I'd be like sick of you, like already by the end of the week. Not sick of you. That sounds mean, but it's like. Okay, we've been together for a lot.
That's why I feel like we could never, like, we're good friends, but I feel like we could never live with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that'd
like
be
if we
horrible.
did, I feel like we'd have to have opposite schedules.
Yeah.
Like you work day, I work night.
I feel like that'd be
flip-flop.
horrible, bro.
Yeah. Because it's like,
Because we bicker a lot.
it's not that I bicker a lot. It's
I
like,
said we bicker a lot. Not you. Calm down.
besides the
We.
point. But it's just like, I don't know. It's just, that's what I was telling her. It's like, I kind of like, you're too much of a person. You get me sometimes. Like, at camp,
I'm too much of a
no,
person?
no. Like, whenever you hang out with someone too much. So, like, we're constantly
yeah.
with each other. Like,
Dang, I
in
feel bad for
vacation.
your girl, bro. Because you're saying you can't have enough of one, like you get annoyed whenever if one person's there for too long. How do you think it's going to be whenever you get a girlfriend?
With a girl, though, like, I mean, it's different.
You're like, I can never get enough of my girl.
I don't know about that. Because it's like, no, I think that's like definitely one of the, like, from what I've heard, it's like one of the struggles from marriage, especially if you're doing long distance, because you're not used to it.
Used to being there.
Yeah, okay, just gonna end it off with a prayer now. It's brightening the pod.
You're going to end it off with a prayer. I ended it off last time.
Nope, you're a liar. You're a liar.
Did you actually?
Yes. And you're a liar.
Okay, my bad. Calm down. What do you want to...
We're leaving in 2 hours.
You have any prayer minute? Wait, I was going to ask if you have any prayer requests. Nothing?
Oh, good.
Home. Alright. That's the... Wait, bro.
Dude!
Calm down. You're so ready to pray. You're so...
Don't
you're
touch
such
me!
You're such a man of God, bro. Yes. Ladies, he's single. Oh. What was I gonna say? So that was that's the end of the pod. We're gonna end it off with a prayer. Yeah. My bad. Now you can close your eyes, my bad. Lord Jesus, thank you for everything that you've done for us. Thank you for all that you have done in our lives, and thank you for letting us wake up this morning and help everyone that is watching this video. Give them peace and give them joy, Lord Jesus. Keep your hand upon them and guide them in the right direction. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. Hallelujah.
Praise God. Why'd you laugh?
Because you're just like, why'd you say it like that? All right. Peace out, y'all. Thank you for watching. This has been JJ, and
Manuel.
our links for our socials are going to be in the description. Manuel literally only has one social, I think, right?
2.
What's the second one?
Facebook. Nah, but honestly, be real. Add me on Be Real, because I
Be real. Ow.
Stop being mean.
My bad.
Whatever.
Don't add me on Be Real. I don't use my Be Real. I just use Labs. That's cap. Yeah, I barely use Labs. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and did you?
No. You go ahead.
What did you do?
I'm reading your messages.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down below any prayer requests, any questions that we should ask.
I took a picture of you.
That we should answer next time.
No, but
And
ask.
that's it.
Like, yeah.
Whatever. Peace out, y'all.